I feel really like I'm looking intense at it. I don't know. Okay. Okay, it's a little less weird or more weird when I'm not talking to you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. Hey guys, welcome back to It Takes Two. I'm Quinlan.
And I'm Emily.
And today, we're going to be talking about zodiac signs.
I may have gone a little overboard with this and analyzed our entire charts. But if you don't believe in zodiac signs, you're not a real person. We can't talk to you. We can't be friends.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? The truth is in the facts.
You only don't believe in zodiacs if you look at the online zodiac things of, oh, Libras do this, Cancers do this. No, you need to analyze your chart. There's a ton of different things about you, and you're about to learn so much about zodiacs and probably way too much about us.
It's true. I got no filter. I'll share it. Whatever we gotta share, I'll share. I'll prove that I'm true Virgo. I'll share it all.
Oh, you're more Virgo than you know you're Virgo, Quinlan.
I'm ready for this PowerPoint. I'm ready.
Quinlan, my chart is every single thing is a different sign, okay? Yours? Virgo, Leo, one other thing, and Leo.
Doesn't that mean I'm like a cocky son of a bitch? Like,
Well,
and
you're
I
gonna find
know
out.
I'm right. I know I'm right because I'm a Virgo, but then I'm a Leo, so like I'm a cocky son of a bitch, but I also know I'm right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes.
We can
Okay,
just
and
end it there.
just to clarify too, I only did half of our charts when I was going through this because once you hit a certain point on your chart,
Mm-hmm.
it's the exact same, I believe, for everyone born in the same year.
Okay.
So I
It's
just
got
didn't think that was
something, though.
interesting. And when you analyze it, it's like one sentence about you. And I was like, that's not entertaining enough for everyone watching. So I just
Yeah.
did the things that actually reveal stuff. And I did not write this stuff, okay, guys? I took these clips right off of the chart analyzer and everything I did. I did clip some of it out for time's sake because
Mm-hmm.
when you guys see this, there's a lot of words involved in this episode already, okay? I cut some things out not to bore you, but
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. I mean, and then the whole generation thing with the charts are kind of the same at the end of them. It
yeah,
totally makes sense. Like generations as a whole kind of click together,
100%. I guess there's nothing to do but to get started with
We're
this.
just gonna go for it.
Guys, I made this whole presentation. Quinlan hasn't seen it yet.
I
It's a
have
lot.
not. I am so ready.
Yes, I am presenting this to myself, and no, I can't see Quinlan while I'm doing it, but it's okay.
I'm just clicking through the slides on my own. And I can't see you either because I'm looking at the slides.
Okay, so how this is gonna work is I have them split up into categories. So, of course, we're gonna start with our sun sign, and then it goes Quinlan, then me. So, to keep everything simplistic, it'll be Quinlan's slide, then my slide, then the next set of zodiacs.
Okay.
Okay, so we're starting with our sun sign, which is the basic, this is my zodiac sign kind of thing, and it's your generalized personality or attitude.
So it's kind of just what you think when someone asks what your zodiac sign is. This is the one you're talking about.
Yeah, like when I go, oh, it's because I'm a Libra, or you're a Virgo.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, that totally makes sense. I got it.
Perfect. Okay. So we're starting with Quinlan as a Virgo.
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, just looking at this here, I 100% agree. I haven't even read the whole thing yet, but hands down, I know I'm a Virgo. There's no doubt in my mind.
No.
Um, so hardworking, love knowledge, and like they like to know how to do things. They're very invested in, working hard, and they really like to feel useful and appreciated for their work. And so I definitely see that myself a lot. Like, I like to be resourceful and have people recognize that about me. I know a lot of random things, and it's just something about I like to know how things work, so I end up doing a lot of random research that makes no sense for anything else. But it also says Virgos are often modest and shy. Okay, they brush off the compliments, and um, we appreciate them for sure, but we're not gonna let you know how much that kind of affects us and makes us feel better about what we're doing. You know?
That was the most Quinlan part of this to me. I was like brushing off compliments and just like playing it off like a gag. Very Quinlan.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's totally like I 100% agree. The modest and shy part. So that's definitely something big about me is I'm reserved to a point, and a lot of people confuse shy with quiet. I am not quiet. I have a loud voice, a loud laugh. I have a presence. But
Oh, trust me, we'll get into where that comes from.
yeah, exactly. But see, and I think a lot of people confuse the shyness with quietness, and I am not. And I'm shy when I meet new people, but I'm still not quiet. I'm a bubbling mess of just like gushing when I talk to random people. It's just yeah. Yeah, we get it.
So moving on to Libra. Ironically, the next zodiac sign in the chart anyway.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to read this whole thing for you guys, obviously, because you probably know the basics of sun signs because it's everything you've heard.
Yeah.
Again, very similar. I like to be social, very intellectual. If I'm into something, I will research it obsessively, but
Mhm.
here's the thing you guys probably know the most about Libras. I'm not the most direct person in the world. That doesn't mean I don't have opinions and don't care about things, but
Mhm.
I will probably always respond with, I don't care, or I see both sides to that. Especially if I don't think it's something that directly matters to me. I'll be like, I don't
Mhm.
care one way or the other. We can just figure out the best or right way to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do not believe in absolutes whatsoever.
Mhm. I totally see the I don't care whatever works in you all the time. And a lot of people confuse it with like indecisiveness, and I think that's totally wrong because like me coming to visit you and I'm like, okay, I need ideas, I need to know what's going on, like play by play, get what's going down, and then I'm like, well, how dressed up can we be? And I'm like, and you're like, ah, it's okay. Like, you can dress up however you want. Like, it's not a big deal. And I'm like, no, you need to tell me. It's your birthday. I'm coming to see you. Like, tell me how you feel. Like, I need to know. And then you're like, we're going to wear tiaras. And I'm like, bet. I
We
am
are.
down. I just need. And so, like, I have to get it out of you sometimes because you're like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's okay. Like, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I know you have an idea and I want to know it.
Not
So,
the like
I,
3 paragraph long text I sent you of, okay, we're doing this where we need to be dressed like this. We're doing this where we need to be dressed like this. This.
yeah, I know you have those ideas, and so I just have to be like, no, I need you to tell me. I was like, I'm not gonna think anything's wrong. I just need to know your idea.
Yeah.
I need to know your thoughts.
See, that's the common misconception is people think just because I'm like that, that doesn't mean I don't have an opinion on the topic, which a lot of times I do. It's just whether
Hmm.
it matters for me to say it or not.
Yeah, it like why waste your breath in a lot of situations? Like
Yeah.
some people aren't gonna listen anyway, so why take your effort to try to explain your side or something when
Exactly. As this paragraph says, some more powerful signs may consider Libra a little on the weak side. This is just a matter of opinion.
yeah, no, I totally get it. I see it. It's Libra, perfect, perfect, right there.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now it's time to get a little deeper with this.
Ooh.
Our moon signs. It's how you express yourself at home, what makes you at ease, what makes you comfortable, and it's your feelings. It's something that you're bad at expressing, but it's how you feel internally a lot of the time.
Soul. What you feel. Okay, I
Get
get
ready to
it.
be called out on a deep spiritual level, Quinlan.
Oh god, okay, let me read this really quick before I start talking so that I know what I'm saying about myself. Okay.
I don't even think Quinlan's had her chart analyzed before, at least this deeply.
No, not really. I knew that I was a Leo, and I knew that I had quite a few Virgo placements, but other than that, I wasn't like I haven't dove it like headfirst into something this deep. Like,
This is my favorite thing. If anyone listening ever wants to talk about their zodiacs, I have a lot of opinions, and this is something I will go heavily into detail. One of those obsessive Libra things that I will do.
okay,
Who needs
so
therapy when you have zodiac
when
signs?
you have zodiac signs, it just tells you why you're feeling that way.
It literally does, though. We're not kidding.
Okay, so my moon sign is Leo. So let's just read a couple parts here. Curious and inquisitive nature, although more of an observer than a person who asks many questions. Likes peace and quiet, being alone. You often have delayed reactions to your own emotional experiences. That one hit right there. Boom. Gone.
Yep.
I have to look to other people to how I trauma, childhood trauma, school trauma, anything. I look to my sister. I'm like, how is she responding? That's how I'm supposed to respond, right? And I have to like take that emotion to be like, where am I putting this? Because I don't get it.
Have you read the second half of the second paragraph yet?
Yeah, then that also adds into the fact that you're either flooded with emotions and that are really hard to define, or completely out of touch with what you're feeling and you're just like remote. There's nothing. And I think that really does it for me because I look to other people to help me figure out what emotion I'm supposed to be feeling at this moment in time. My emotions are 100% delayed in that sense, or I'm just like overstimulated with all of this stuff that I don't know what's going on, or I'm like, okay.
See, as knowing you as well as I do, this makes perfect sense to me. Because I'm like, even the first part about you being an observer instead of asking a ton of questions,
Mhm.
that's something I've always just like noticed. Because you're always watching the room, you're paying attention to what people are saying, how they're reacting.
Mhm.
Because that's what people don't understand is to learn a lot of things, you don't always have to ask questions. You just have to constantly be aware of what's going on.
Yeah. And
And
I
then
can just pick up those things just by being an observer. I'm like, oh, you didn't realize that so and so was related to so and so because they were talking earlier and hugging and talking about their childhood together. And I'm like, oh, you didn't pick up that conversation across the room over there? I did. Oh, you
exactly.
don't know so and so's name? They introduced themselves to that guy over there.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm like, I saw it all go down. Like,
Like, I wasn't involved at all. I'm more aware of the conversations I'm not involved in than the ones I am.
oh yeah, dinner time when I go out to eat or something, I'm talking to whoever I'm with, but I'm really listening to the person over here. Like,
Yes.
I'm listening to their tea. I want to know what's going on.
There's definitely been some good times where the two of us are just sitting somewhere eating and we're like, dude, what are they talking? Like, did you hear that?
You're like, oh, wait, the clam chowder.
I
I think
forgot about
I
that.
think that is a perfect example. So freshman year,
Yes.
we are in the dining hall, okay, eating lunch or something, and we're passing a table going to our table, and we hear a girl go, "This clam chowder's spicier than usual." And me and Emily get back to the table, and we're like, "Spicier than usual?"
I looked at you and went, what, black pepper?
I'm like, clam chowder? Like, when is it spicy ever?
Literally.
And so, yeah, like us, Emily gets it. We listen to other things when we're supposed to be doing
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing. We're going for it.
Okay. Let's go to my moon sign. I'm a Pisces. Who would have thought?
Ooh. Ooh.
Honestly,
Where
one
am
of
I?
the zodiac signs I know the least about.
I feel like me too. I feel like I don't know anybody.
I don't know a single Pisces.
I want to know what are the specific dates of,
That is a great question.
because I don't. February 19th to March 20th.
My grandpa might be a Pisces.
Actually, I had two friends growing up in high school that were in this. So, but I mean, I still don't know enough to
That's
know
fair.
a Pisces. I just know their birthday, so they're a Pisces.
And I'm a Pisces moon, so
It's a little different.
yeah. So basically, this one is saying that I can be a little dreamy and out of touch with reality. I am good at putting myself in other people's shoes, though, so that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like that it tells me my sense of humor is a bit odd. Because, like, yeah, but that's very
Del-
specific to already know.
delightfully silly and a bit odd. Yeah.
I would like to describe myself as delightfully silly and a bit
I,
odd. I feel
I
like that's
love it.
accurate.
I think so. I think we have a very unique sense of humor that we get, you know? And
And
I think,
scares other people sometimes.
yeah, we get it. We get it.
We do. I appreciated the I'm a perceptive soul who seems to be in touch with nuance and subtlety of human nature, and I learn in my lifetime how to discern between sincerity and manipulation. I'd like to
Mm,
say I have that pretty down.
that's good. I I feel like a lot of people don't get that. Like people get those mixed up a lot of the times. Somebody being out to get you versus
Yes.
the sincerity of them. Yeah.
Okay, here's where we come back to the whole Libra element for me. Basically, when it says I can be spaced out, there's a lot more to that though. My dreaminess can lead to absent mindedness,
Hmm.
but it's easy for people to misunderstand that because it's not just being like daydreamy, it's both escapism, but also a way of progress, like planning my future and dreaming of
Hmm.
what could be, putting 16 life paths in front of myself and hoping one sticks, you know?
Yeah. No, I totally get that whole like balance. Both of our, we had the strength of futuristic, didn't we? Like as our
Yes.
like strengths on that strength finder thing.
Yeah.
So I totally see the whole, yeah, planning out that path or multiple paths and figuring out. But then I also have times where Emily's just like talking about something and we're like, Emily, we stopped talking about that like an hour ago. And she's still going, and we're like, oh, okay, like we'll jump back in too, but
Yeah.
that was
Sometimes
a
the
while ago.
conversation ends and my brain doesn't. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's just
it's still going.
yeah, you're planning out that you got it. You know what you're doing.
And sometimes I plan too much, like the velvet dress incident.
The velvet dress incident.
I'm not allowed to plan my outfits for the next days after like 10 p.m. at night. It only gets bad. It only gets
it's
bad.
it's a rule. It's a rule now.
It is. It really is. Quinlan would leave me with our other friend and be like, please watch her. Don't let her do it.
Don't let her pick out her outfits for the next week and a half.
I tried mixing crushed velvet and like, I don't even know, corduroy or something. It was bad. It was bad.
It was weird.
Yes,
We got through it. It's
we
okay.
did. I appreciate though the give them room to be alone and they're able to take on the world, even if it's not in a
Mm-hmm.
conventional way. Makes sense. And I express myself through the arts.
Mm.
I'm a filmmaker, what do you expect?
What do you expect? You are the arts.
Pisces moon, there you have it, folks.
Spot on.
Now we start to get deeper.
Oh,
So,
we go deeper than this? Oh.
so much deeper, Quinlan.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Mercury. So, this is how you communicate and how you think about the world. Again in Virgo.
Again in Virgo, which I'm telling you, I am a Virgo all around. It's just who I am, okay? Um, so here we go. What did we say this was? Communication?
It's how you communicate with people, and then
Okay.
kind of like the logical side of you.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So I like to discuss, deduce, and judge. I be judging.
It's our favorite
I,
pastime.
it is.
We're not mean,
But
I promise. We are just judgmental in our own minds.
yes, I judge for silly random things, but also like somebody will be doing something and then I'm like, why are they doing it this way? I've never done this task before, but I can think of 5 other ways that would be faster and more efficient. So why are they doing that way? That's just how my like that's the judgments that I make is more on the side of why would you do it some way that takes more effort, more time, more, whatever, whatnot, resources.
Yeah.
So I'm very logically driven and like to be accurate. So that's just kind of how I reason around things.
Do you secretly feel you can handle matter, but do you secretly feel that you can matter?
Get it out.
Do you secretly feel that you handle meta?
Oh gosh. Stop laughing.
Do you secretly feel that you can handle matters better than others?
100%. And I don't think it's a secret most of the time.
No, you're pretty vocal about it.
I'm pretty vocal. I'm like, why would you not do it this way? And I ask that all the time. Like, somebody will tell me something, and I'm like, I definitely would have done it different. Um, I'm very. One of these things say you can be one. You can be quite
It's
one
not just
track.
me.
I know it's not. It's a lot of words. I
It's
haven't
so many
read
words.
out loud in so long. So yeah, so this says you can be one track minded at times and not very happy with multitasking and often quite fixed in your own opinions. So I definitely see that a lot. Like I have a way that I do things and that's the way I'm going to do it and I get stuck in that.
Yeah,
If it continues to work and continues to do what I need it to do, no matter what the case is, that's how I'm going to do it.
Quinlan is the type of person that in her Google Calendar schedules out her entire life.
Oh,
And
100%.
it works for you.
It does. I I have my commute in there. I have my work scheduled, so like day-to-day tasks for work, and then I have when I meal prep versus when I'm just doing this or recording, or I put everything in Google Calendar.
And then there's me who's like, can we postpone this an hour? I forgot I bought movie tickets.
Yeah, you know, some things work for some people.
Yeah.
Google Calendar is what works for me.
Hey, I mean, literally, even your chart is just planned out. Virgo, Leo, Virgo, Leo. Mine chose
Mhm.
chaos. It's like this one, that one, this one, that one.
You're going to get a little bit of it all.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot.
Mhm. So, yeah, overall my communication and all of that. Yeah, I totally see this. I'm very vocal too. Again, with the whole shy versus quiet versus loud. I'm shy, but I will tell somebody that I think they're doing something wrong. I'll try to do it nicely, but I'm pretty blunt most of the time. I'm like, why do you do it?
See, when we would do things together or go to like meetings in college and stuff, Quinlan would say the things that we were thinking, or even sometimes just what I was thinking. She'll be like, I'll say it, I'll do it.
I'll do it. One time we were at this game night thing. Okay.
I was just talking about this.
And they're doing little like challenges and it's like trying to host a game show. Whatever. Cool. We were in the audience sitting there. I could not get the sight of this man's toes out of my brain, okay? He wasn't wearing socks or shoes while hosting a game show. So anytime he asked for something from the audience, I would ask, "Where are your shoes?"
She did, and then we talked about this for like 3 days afterwards.
Because his toes were just ingrained in my brain, and I was just like, it's just not logical or reasonable. And like, we're sitting below him because it's a stage, right? And so his toes are just eye level. It was the worst. So
That was a weird night.
I will, if I have a question, like, I'm gonna ask it. And I
Yes.
know that contradicts what we just talked about earlier, how I observe a lot and not ask questions. But when things are that unlogical or unreasonable to me, I get to the point where it's just like eating me up, and I'm like, I have to ask, why are you not wearing shoes?
See, it's the things you can observe, you will first. If there
Mm-hmm.
needs to be asked a question, you will. But
Yeah.
if you can deduce it yourself, you'd rather do that.
Yeah. Perfect. That's accurate. 100%.
Yeah.
Where was that man's shoes?
Honestly, great question. I don't even know. So
Get
here's mine. I'm a Scorpio Mercury.
it. Dang, you really are all over the place.
I know. Who would have thought I have Scorpio even in my chart?
Yeah, that's a little risque if you ask me.
I know, especially for me. But it being in Mercury makes a ton of
Mm.
sense.
Okay, I'm ready for this explanation.
Observant and astute, reading between the lines and looking for the real meaning. Passionate in speech, excellent at strategy, natural psychologist.
Boom.
Yep. Like, I don't even.
That's it.
If there's something I care about or I'm passionate about, I've already ranted for about 20 minutes today about the Black Adam movie and how much I love it. It came out today.
It came out today.
Yep. I'm an imaginative person that dreams up all sorts of unusual ideas and plans. We have a podcast now. There we go.
Boom.
Boom.
I think this also just fits with the whole like daydream and futuristic planning stuff from your last one. So yeah, we're all these pieces are just fitting together.
Yeah. You might enjoy working at home or in an intellectual atmosphere in your home.
Mm.
I love that. You retain a lot of information, are usually quite interested in history, psychology, politics, not quick to embrace new ideas, and can be quite traditional. I can be very set in my ways, and I do know a
Mm.
lot of really weird facts about things that only I probably care about, but we're good with that. We're good with that.
What was it? Oh my gosh. One time when we went and got ramen or something, and you went on about the differences between ramen and like pho or something, and the difference, like, you
I
just
think
had all of this.
I think I broke
Just
down the difference between ramen and pho and being Japanese versus Vietnamese, and then I broke down the different types of ramens and how each one is traditionally prepared and how the different toppings affect the different things. Yeah, it's a lot.
it was like, man, we just want to know what we're eating. And Emily was like, let me give you a history lesson. It all started. She knew it all. It was like, just it was in her brain. There was no hesitation.
Nope. I'll also do the same thing if you ever want to know about any mythology
Mm, that's a good one.
or just random history facts. Not important ones, but really random ones.
Yeah, I see it.
Like, did you know what one of the oldest game companies in the world is?
No, I don't.
Nintendo.
Oh, really?
They started as a playing card company.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah, the more
And
you
now they're
know.
like conquering the game world.
So check our socials out down below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace out, Cub Scout.